right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, Passover is on its way. It is this Wednesday at even, and KCN would like to do something special to bring in Passover. So today I'm gonna prep up what you see on the screen, which is a nice little unleavened bread for the Passover that goes with the good wine, the good red wine, and it also goes with your lamb, and it goes with your bitter herb, whether it be, some kind of herb you're gonna use, or I like to use horseradish. And believe you me, I was just talking to another dude this week, and I was like, horseradish for some reason goes amazingly with lamb and your unleavened bread and the wine, and they all just hit you with something different individually, but together they just it's pure bliss. That's all I can say. It's nice to experience that level of culture from the ancient world to today. But yeah, we're gonna get this started, and please like and subscribe before we get going. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to KCN. So today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to cook unleavened bread from scratch. Really ain't really a big deal. It's only about 3 ingredients, 2 if you're really desperate. So I'm gonna show you the 2 ingredient factor where all you need is water and flour. So here we go. We're gonna scratch that. I mean 3 ingredients, because technically you need oil too for lubrication and to allow it to basically fry. All right, so now I have a nice bowl here, and I got my water right here, and then I got my flour up here. If you guys can't see it, I'll tilt it down a little bit. It's organic flour. I get it from Costco. I think it's some kind of Indian brand. So it's very good flour. It's very wholesome. It tastes really good once you cook it up. There's no extra additives or anything in it. All right, so I'll make sure I put the ingredients probably in the caption below. And then also I'll probably show you a picture of the flour bag that I use, so you guys can get a good look. As you can see, I got multiple oils here. The different oils can bring out different flavors, but on the far right or left, you can see that I got extra virgin olive oil. I get my oil from this store that's not too far from me. You can see the numbers and addresses on there, but they're really good oils. They come straight from different lands and stuff, and the flavor is great, and they're not that expensive. All right, so I'm gonna take the flour now. Grab that right here. You can see the good flour. It's nicely finely milled, so it's not any lumps in it. Put a little bit of it. I put like a handful or 2 in there. My kitchen is gonna be messy after this. So I'm not the neatest dude, but we try to strive for excellence and make it look good on camera at KCN. So now we have the water right here. I'm gonna pour some of that water in here. Just a little bit, enough to get it wet. And then what you're gonna start doing after that is you're gonna get to kneading it. So yeah, so grab it, knead it. You can put as much as you want in here to get it to the right consistency, the way you want it. You want it just to make a dough ball. And how this looks on the camera, but I'm getting all this gunky stuff. You see it's all messy on my hands, But once you get to kneading it, all that stuff will leave your hands and form into the dough. So weird, because when I started learning to like knead dough and stuff, I thought it would just stay on my hands forever and I wouldn't be able to get the consistency and stuff that I want. But as you work with the dough becomes basically your little clay pot, and you just basically are starting to get, you see it coming off my hands already, starting to get the consistency you want. And sometimes you can pre-season the flour, so that helps with the flavor maybe. To me, I don't really care about the seasoning until after I finish, and then I get it in the pot and in the oil, because you know you can season into the oil, and that gives you the type of flavor that you want. You know, you can use anything from rosemary, salt, garlic. What else do I use? Of course, black pepper, cayenne. I use anything pretty much I want to put on bread. I will put it in the seasoning. And sometimes, you know, maybe you can experiment with some flavors you like, you know. So let me speed this up here. So you see my hands no longer have dough on them hardly. Just a little bit on my fingers because I didn't really get them into the mix. But it's basically taking the clay off and turning it into the ball. So now we got a nice small little ball here. That's all you need right there. That'll make you a nice little sheet. So after this, you know, you want to get you want to get something to lay it out flat. So I put it over here, and I put it right there, of course. But first, you want to spread some of this flour on top of it. And the flour basically keeps it from sticking, because the inside of the dough is not as stick proof as the outside, because the inside, of course, isn't all the way mixed as the outside is. But you keep playing with it, of course. Put a little bit of it on there, keeps it from sticking. And then I'll show you guys how to roll it out. So this is how I get it to form into kind of a ball. You don't really need to do all that. You know, the great thing about the Feast of Unleavened Bread and having these the dough is that it's kind of like we're in haste, so you kind of like making it on the fly. So it's you know, you just want bread. You know how you get the bread sometimes and you just pull it apart? That's how bread looks, you know. It's not the prettiest, coolest thing, but you know, bread does the trick. It has, you know, good nutrients in it if you have the right contents of wheat or barley or whatever, and it's planted in good soil and it's taken care of properly. You get very good wheat. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down so we can spread it out. All right, tool of the trade. I got one of these joints. Y'all know what this is. Y'all watch those old cartoons that the woman used to hit the dudes over the head with it. This is a roller. You know, if your woman's doing that to you, leave her immediately. She's not good for you. But it has more useful uses. If I can say it like that. I'm probably mincing words. I'm not thinking of good words right now. But anyways, so you take this, you put it over the top of it, and then you want to get it rolled out. So go ahead and give you guys a demo. Get this out of the way. We got this rolled up in the flour, so it's kind of there already. And then bam. Oh, so it's sticking. That's cool. It's gonna stick a little bit sometimes. Just take it off, flip it over. And you know, y'all might get better at this than I am, but but now this is what we got. Since I'm doing my demo, I'm not in the best kitchen for showing the demo. I got a lot of junk around because I'm cleaning up. So yeah, you just want to stretch it out. Stretch that dough. And then what does that look like? Is that good enough for y'all? You want to stretch it out more? Go ahead. And you can get it pretty round if you really want to. And you want to practice your technique and everything. I'm just playing around right now. I'm not really getting serious till Passover. Then I go hard. I make big batches of this. Try to do it for the family. So check this out right here. This is the bread. So right, got your flat bread, no leavening in there. You know, you doing the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. You keeping His word. You getting rid of all the leavening in your house. So we getting this bread from the bare minimum. So that's all we had to work with. You know, it was poor back then. But so now I'm gonna get the pot ready, and then we can get this thing cooking. That's really all it is right there for the wet ingredients. And then now you just get the oil pan and we get it going. All right, so now we have the pan starting to steam up. You can see I just had to wash this one because I ran out of dish soap this week, and your boy was slacking on getting it. But yeah, here at KCN, we strive for perfection. Anyways, that was a joke. So we got the pot or pan, and usually I use cast iron. You know, cast iron is the OG. Ain't nothing better to cook on. Get an even cook, everything look right and everything. But one thing I forgot to tell you guys is that if you don't have oil, the best thing, and y'all know, if you're from the lower levels of society, you know, we use the OG butter. You know, in the scriptures, it say, you know, land of milk and honey. So we had the butter on deck. So now I have the butter here. I mean the oil here. All right. So now I have the oil here. I'm about to get ready to put this in a pot. You see the pot's got some oil in it, soaking in there. And easy peasy. If you want yours like, you know, more fried up, you can put more oil. If you want yours like just coated a little bit with oil, and you want it a little more dry, you put less oil. Right now I got like an easy medium going on right now. You can see it bubbling up because that's the water mixing with the oil. All right, so let's put this on here. Got my handy dandy spatula. These things $1 at Dollar Tree, y'all. Don't be playing games with these people. You know what I'm saying? Get you the cheapest stuff that do the best job. This does just as good a job at anything at any other spatula. I don't like to get metal spatulas for the house because you know, sometimes you work on these little different surfaces, pans or pots, and you don't want to scratch it up with the metal to metal. So right now, as you can see, I have it like this, and then you can see I coated it. It's all coated now, and then it's starting to bubble. So bubbling is good. Nothing greater than bubbles. That is not leavening. It is not rising. All it is doing is bubbling. It's just heat and compressed air. So as you can see, it's cooking. I like to get a nice even cook on there. Sometimes I flip it on both sides to get the oil on both sides first. That way I can see a nice bubble on both sides. You see it's cooking up real nice there. You can see it. See the bubbles for me. I got my thing on high right now because we cooking it fast. That's how you really want to cook it though. You don't really want to cook it slow. Not a slow cook thing. You know, and the longer you cook it, you know, the harder it's gonna get, of course. That's how they get crackers. They basically dry that thing out. But depends on how you want it. You can make it like a pita. That's how we like it. it's not too cooked all the way, and it's a pita. And then that way, when you got your lamb, oh man, and you wrap it up with that, and put some horseradish on it for your bitter herbs. Oh my goodness. And the wine, it all go together. I don't know how the Most High decided on that, but I think it was meant to be together. I think he really put that there to be together. And you got a little browning. I don't want too much browning on mine. If you like more browning on yours, that's cool. Right now, getting a little spread on it. It's like pita. Yeah, so here, where you want to get a little oil on top, you know, I get a little oil on top that way, if you want to. All right, sorry, I got cut off my phone. I don't have enough memory on this thing. But anyways, we're already at the end of cooking, so it's all good. So when you get close to finish the cooking it, what you want to do is grab whatever spice you like in this thing. The ones that I usually choose, and I'm gonna tell you these will be interesting. They taste really good with the meal. Is garlic, of course, salt, of course, rosemary, and that's if I feel like it or not. But the rosemary is very cool. It gives it an interesting flavor. It's like savory. So it gives you, you know, if you want something exotic tasting. Black pepper, of course. And then I'll put cayenne pepper on everything. You know, that's just where I come from. So those are the three things. And then, you know, I've never tried it, but maybe this year I'll try something like cinnamon, you know, to give it some extra, you know, desserty type flavor. But most likely I'm gonna just stick with my usual, because it just goes so well with the meal. And once you have it all together, you're gonna love it. So basically, grab your herb, whatnot, and sprinkle a little oil on it if the top's dried out a little bit. And then we just paint a little picture on here, you know. And you got a nice herbed up bread. Don't ask what the herb that is. I just grabbed it for convenience. But yeah, that plus, you know, you always gotta dash it with some. You always gotta dash it with some salt. You know, that salt brings out everything. But just that little bit goes a long way. Put a little more because it's sea salt. You know, sea salt, you got extra season it up a little more, but it's good for you. So it's a better salt for your body. It absorbs better, but it takes a lot more to flavor over the artificial salts, and probably a kosher salt too, because I think kosher salt is a stronger salt. But there you have it. This is how you prep for Pesach. We have our unleavened bread right here. I'm gonna try to do a lot of other stuff coming soon. This was done in haste, kind of like our Passover, because you know Most High's Day is coming, so everything in haste. You know, you gotta get up and go. You gotta get up and go. But this is KCN signing out. I'd like to thank y'all for coming, be a part of this. Like and subscribe. If you like the videos, like it. If you don't like the videos, unlike it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to choose your lifestyle. It's for you. And if you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. Give me some feedback, how I could do things better. We new here, but we ain't going nowhere. All right. Peace, love. KCN all day.